And action.
Good work. You earned this, twin. You'll be seeing me again, though.
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
And that's good work. Keep going, twin.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
What's one thing that you want to make sure that you get in the game?
My drip.
Introducing the starting five for your Minnesota Timberwolves. At point, standing 6'4", number 0, Dante DiVincenzo. At center, standing 6'9", number 11, yes indeed, it's Nas Reed. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. Starting at power forward, at 6'9", number 30, Julius Randle. At the other guard position, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards!
It's the end. So here's Dallas's starting group. Anthony. Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's MP in at the 2. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
To the left side wing. Here's Marshall. It doesn't go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. Edwards, the pass to Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and the point of emphasis of the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. The finish. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now here's Reid. 17 points in his last outing. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Misses the jumper from the wing.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Davis against Randle. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got 6.
Even when the defense is stellar, Davis still able to score the ball. That's what makes him an elite talent. He can make hard shots look easy.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Reid. And here's Edwards outside. Minnesota again missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Gafford. Basket counts.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randle, and it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Timberwolves, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Davis, the pass to MP. Pass to Irving. 5 on the clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
One shot.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Davis hits.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. 11-point game. Up top, DiVincenzo still without a bucket. Shot is good by Edwards.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Out to the wing. Here's Marshall. McDaniels covering. Marshall with the bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Reed can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Irving looking around. MP, the pass to Davis. 4 on the clock. Missed inside. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's DiVincenzo. To the inside. Outside McDaniels. Minnesota again missing. Dallas leading by 12. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Now here's Edwards. 35 points his last game. Ooh, good D by Irving.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Marshall passes to Davis. Here's Marshall. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by MP. And the Mavericks lead by 18. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
And Minnesota calls time here. And now that this new season is underway, Grant, how critical is it to get off to a good start?
Well, BA, it's so important, but not the end-all, be-all. It's a long season, plenty of time to build towards your goal. You're going to have some setbacks along the way, but just keep your head down and keep pushing forward.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. Highland, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Now here's Washington. It's Exum on the wing. Back to Washington. Buries it from 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Marshall, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. On the wing, MP. Lively passes to Washington. Over Highland. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Conley to end the drought. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 23. That one drops for him. Washington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Mavericks with the rebound. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out. Played to their strengths and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Now here's Washington. 14 points for him last game against Utah. It's blocked.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
First in opponent points per game, and they did a lot of damage from range. 3rd in three-point shooting efficiency. It was central to their scheme.
And when you consider how hard they played on defense last year, their opponent field goal percentage was the best in the league. You got to love the effort they showed on that end. Now here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Alexander Walker to the paint. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Derek Lively.
Trying so hard to contest that shot. Got a piece of Gobert there.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here tonight. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Now here's Highland. Pass to Conley. Shoots over Lively. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Exum. Lively with it. Defended by Gobert. Lively passes to Washington. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to MP. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. He's guarded by Highland. Dinwiddie passes to MP. Washington outside. Dinwiddie against Highland. And the bucket is good. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And Randall the bucket on the assist by Conley. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
For 3, Randall. Mavericks with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Exum. Pass to Lively. Washington outside. And he makes it. 9 points in the game.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Mavericks ahead, opening up a huge gap. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far.
Substitution on the court.
Minnesota on D. And the basket by MP. MP's got his first points of the night.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Outside, Alexander Walker. To the middle. Lively against Reed. Blocked.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Williams passes to Exum. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got his first points in this one.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Exum outside. And he gets it to go.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Conley. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Reed. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series win in 20 years, Clark.
How about this fact? That was LeBron's rookie season, 2004 BA. That's the last time the Timberwolves advanced in the playoffs. So T-Wolves fans, I think, really savored the trip to the conference finals and are looking for more from this group going forward.
Washington and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. Conley with the ball. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall with it. Launches it. No luck on that one.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Exum, guarded closely. Count that one. Exum's got 6 here in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed, takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. Reed's got 6 points.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Here's Washington. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall against Washington. The 11-footer. Randall, good. He's got 10.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Edwards against Williams. Back to MP. Six to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington's shot is good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. It's Edwards on the wing. 3-pointer off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Now here's Exum, covered by Alexander Walker. Exum passes to Washington. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Edwards looking for an opening. A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
Williams on the wing. 24 seconds left in the second period. He gets it in there.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
a superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
MP, the pass to Washington. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen P.J. Washington really having a great game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. MP is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall in at the small forward. And count that, 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Washington. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international. Basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Marshall passes to MP. Fires from the line. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Well, the Timberwolves shooting around 35% from the field so far. Tries to break his ice. Gafford with the block. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Davis. Back to Marshall. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Randall against Davis. Randall left side. DiVincenzo to pass to McDaniels. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Marshall. Outside Davis. Shoots over Randall. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They get it back. Here's Randall. And no good. The dry spell continues.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Irving, that's good.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Randall left side. Edwards for 3. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Irving up top. DiVincenzo covering. And he comes up with a bucket. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Pass to Reed. There's the triple. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Irving finds MP. Right side Davis. Tries a 9-footer. Another one falls for Dallas.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
And here's Edwards outside. Gafford grabs the miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Down low. Here's Davis. The shot that time not on target. Randall with some nice D.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket. Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, out there to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for him. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Conley's checked in for Reed. And Dallas with a change here, too. Christie's checked in. Big group substitution here for Dallas.
For Dallas, Washington, 1 shot.
And that one falls for Washington.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Outside Edwards. No good. Would have counted. had it gone, and 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Mavericks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Completely new group here for the Mavericks. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Reid. Edwards against Washington. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
MP finds Washington. Here's Christie. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter. Washington's shot is good.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Davis.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Here's Washington, and that one good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Gobert. McDaniels with it. A deep 3. They get the rebound.
And, you know, plays like this are why DiVincenzo is out here. His hustle keeps possessions going.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And there's the lob. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
McDaniels from long range. Reid misses the shot. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports.